All right, here we go, people. We're gonna go with this right here. We're gonna go with this right here. I'm trying to figure out how I can finish off this series, man, of these perilous times, man, because I hear so much. Heard just in the last 24, 36, 48 hours, man, that, needs to be talked about. But first I want to say this here. There's a reason why I make it a prerequisite to even enter the room, man, that y'all get that mind right. You must get your head right. It's taking me, even though I got all of the prerequisite ingredients, you feel me, to get my mind right, to get there, it's taking me this long to get here. Now I'm here now, so I'm gonna do this right now, all right? So look, this is how we begin. This is how we begin, man. People, as I just reiterate, recap, right? Summation of what we've done, what we've talked about so far. What's that, man? I'm not gonna get into the miscreant. I've already talked about it enough. Right? I'm gonna talk about right now, man, the results thereof. When I say these are perilous times, we're beginning to see that. We see that, man. We see all of the liberties, man, the civil rights gains, the freedoms and the rights that we have under the Bill of Rights. Your enemies don't give a shit about it. They don't fuck it. They don't believe you are entitled to it because they don't believe you are an equal American as they see themselves. Facts. Right? So therefore, the laws that protect them and preserve their rights and so forth, they don't feel apply to you because they don't see you the same. We see that happening in real time, folks. We feel that happening in real time. We are, in effect, back 150 years, so we are back in Jim Crow South, man. If nigga want to try to vote, man, he might find himself lynched nowadays. And they are, well, they made it clear what their intentions are, who they are, man. So look, I'm not gonna get into too much of that right now. I'm gonna talk about, how we got here, because that's important to understand in our solutions to get out of this bullshit, right? How we got here, man. I've already talked about the complicity of the media in this here, man. The media in this. How we got here, the complicity of the media in this here. I'm not going to spend too much time on that right now because there's another thing I need to talk about. I'm going to spend the majority of this time right here talking about and it's important. It's important. We must talk about this here because if we're going to talk about solutions, man, we have to understand this. We did not just get here, people. We did not just wake up and find ourselves back in this situation 150 years past. No, this didn't just happen. This happened by design. A design that our enemies, the right wing, put down 60, 70 years ago, people. They did. It's coming to fruition now. And we now find ourselves in a place where we will never, ever, I'm talking about the 99%, will never, ever, ever hold power again, or not enough power to be able to design our own future, or the country, the way of the country. That is the Constitution. They're not.
Everybody use PayPal over here?
Not me, man. They are got it down right now. They have schemed, man. Scam to get themselves in a place right now where all of a sudden, man, we are taking what we want by gank. We're just taking it from you. We're taking it from you. We took your right from you. We have gained power by taking it. Now that we have the power, we are solidifying it. We're cementing it. We're cementing our place in it, even though we find ourselves every single year smaller and smaller in number, population. Yeah. And I said, so what? Shit, I don't give a fuck if there's only 10 of us. We are, after all, we are only 1/10 of 1%. They solidified the power with themselves. And how did that happen? This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what's important. How did that happen? Besides, in addition to the complicity of the media, right? It also happened by our own complacency, which goes back to the point, man, that your democracy, man, is only contingent upon your active involvement and in correct information. inform and involve the electorate, people. We have not been informed. We've been misinformed over the decades. Misinformed. To the point where it's the point where they have the objective is, the mission is to dumb them down. We've been dumbed down over decades to a point where we're just fucking, well, we see what we are, 7. And our involvement. We've been so complacent, man. They've kept us so complacent with Maury Povich, Jerry Springer games, video games, sports, and all kind of other frivolous bullshit, right? Yeah, so we've become complacent with that. And so as such, you know, and how is this real, man? What the fuck am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that we sat down during elections. When it came time to exercise our voice, our right? We laid down, we sat down on elections. I could not find mine. I could not find the candidate representing me, 100% of my issues. So I sat out the vote. All that, man. Our complacency as an electorate, our stupidity as an electorate, the complicity of the media in the keeping us dumbed down, right? And this may be the single most important. I've said that one of the greatest tragedies in America, man, is that it is only because we have the 99% of us I'm talking about, man. The good, decent, right, hard-working, tax-paying, law-abiding peoples, right? The greatest tragedy, man, is that the only folks, the only entity that we have to fight in this war that they have declared against us, man, is the Democratic Party leadership. Democratic Party and its elected leadership, man. The selected leadership. That's the greatest tragedy. Why? Because these motherfuckers don't know how to fight. Because they don't know how to fight. That's what I'm talking about. They do not know how to fight, man. So every time, you understand me? Look, man. Look. George Bush got in there, man. Why? After stealing the election. And the Supreme Court suspended the count. They had in place the legal process to stop that whole thing, man. Let's check it, let's feel it, let's review it, let's appeal it. They had that. And when Maxine Waters exercised that right as a congressional representative, you understand me, of Southern California, Al Gore, the goddamn candidate who just got ganked out of his own election, I said, no. The Democratic Party, a weakness, ineffectual. Okay, that's one example. Scalia could not have gotten in there without Democratic votes. That's exactly what happened. And so on and so forth. I can name you every single issue that the right wing serves up on a goddamn gold, a silver platter. You understand me? Every issue, every day. The only reason why they aren't held up to the gallows for it, man, is because Democrats want to be too civil. We're too civil. We don't want to disrupt. We don't want to harm the country. We don't want to do this here, right? Now, in this warfare that they declared on us, man, they have no problem, no compunction whatsoever at all. They do not lose a wink of sleep over what? Over excoriating your ass, their opponents. And that's what they do. And they understand that enough of the American public, man, the electorate, you understand, my fellow citizens, man, are just dumb enough and stupid enough and gullible enough to believe anything that they say, especially when it's against somebody of color, which speaks to another illness that they got in them, inherent. I'm talking about down to the DNA level, must be. And I spoke on that before. I'll get back to it. But point being in this conversation, as we sum this up, man, is look, you cannot depend on Congress. Congress is fucked up, corrupt, and ineffectual. They're corrupt. And you can't depend on the Democratic Party. Why? Because the leadership is that corruption. Yeah. So long as the Democratic Party leadership, man, is supposedly speaking for you and for me, we're gonna always be fodder, you understand me? For our enemy. They'll always throw us, as they do, year after year after year after year, to the full fucking lions, wolves, and our enemies, man. For our enemies, for the enemies of America, that is, man. That right wing. Enemies of America. for them to do what they will with and make examples of. Now, if you notice, man, that this piece of shit Trump, this motherfucking ridiculous ignoramus, right? Trump. You know what he does? The one thing that he's good at, the one that comes natural to him, the thing that comes natural to him, his first inclination, what's that, man? I'm gonna always use black people, right? I'm gonna always use black people, you understand me, as the fault thereof, the reason therefore, because of them, right? And as long as he does that, right, he knows that there's enough of his base, you all, my fellow Americans, man, that got that twisted, sick-ass gene within you, man. Something about y'all that says, that's all I need to hear. If not black, then the brown, right? Right? And the reason why you paying $5 a gallon for gas, or $6 if you live in California where I'm from, you paying $7 or $8, right? It's because he will have you believe if you leave him, right? It's because of black people. And if not black people, then it must be brown people. That's the reason why you getting fucked up. Why your asshole feels like, man, what the fuck? What's going on? How come I can't get ahead, man? Why am I always getting punished, man, for doing the right thing? It's because of black people or brown people. If not the brown people coming over the border, right? If you listen to him, there's brown people with the rags on their head. If you listen to him, the ones praying to God. That's the problem. That's the reason why you can't buy no groceries. Right? He knows that there's just enough of you motherfucking sick ass people, ignorant, uneducated, and twisted, right? Because that's what all it takes. That's all it is. And so that's how he's been able to stay up in there. The right wing knows this, and this is a tactic that they've used against us, right? What's that? To appeal to the dumb amongst us, man. The tens of millions amongst us, man, that are just that motherfucking stupid. Okay? Now, since we have no other representative in the fight, in the warfare, except the Democratic Party, led by its leadership and establishment, man, which is the tragedy I'm talking about, man. Look, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying right here, brother Chris, KRS Chris, kicking real shit. Fuck that. That's what I'm telling you. Fuck that, man. We must take matters into our own hands, people. We have to. We must educate ourselves. Because, let me tell you something. This is the reason why this is so important, people. When these people get enough power, and they're already close to it, man, and somebody wants to implement slavery all over again under a different name, under different skies, they got that. They're going to get it, and they're going to do it, and guess what? Who you think is going to be up in there, Uncle Clarence Thomas? Who you think is going to be up in there? Who you think going to be the slaves, man? Look, people, my message to all of y'all is what, man? Playtime is over. Get up off your ass. Get laced and do what you got to do, man. If you got a Democratic representative up in there, man, they ain't talking about expanding the Supreme Court, enfranchising Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, you vote their ass out of office. You get somebody up in there who says, I stand for that. I stand for that. I will no longer, ever allow black people, black American citizens, man. This motherfucker just said, fuck you. Fuck you. You thought you had a raise coming, General? With this impeccable record? Fuck you. That's what they're saying, nigga. That's what they're saying. Until people, if that's acceptable to people, then let it be so. Let it be so. We can't stop or prevent slavery that these people want to put down again unless enough good white people on our side is for it. You understand me? So, if you ain't with it, then you vote against them, man. Get up off your ass. Playtime is over. Get your ass laced, man. Each one registered 10. Each one registered 10, man. How much? Oh, okay, right on.
You're going to run to a Cheyenne, right? Huh? All right.
That's where I got to go, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Look here, people. This is serious business, man. I would much rather, man, be able to play music, man, and have fun with y'all, man. But look, man, I don't know about you, man, but as long as y'all sit down, motherfucker, I am in jeopardy. For what? For working hard, paying my taxes and shit. What is the guilt, man? What's the crime? That. You see that? That's the crime. That's crime. And if this makes me a criminal, and anybody who looks like this makes them a criminal too. Look, man, the only way we do, man, is get up. Look, so you see they've already rigged everything, man. They've rigged it against us to lose and to cement themselves into power. That way, when they decide that, we're going to implement slavery all over again in the form of the 13th Amendment, and so on and so forth, yeah, ain't gonna be nobody to stop it. See, he's already operating under the guise. You understand me? The auspices, the directives, the marching orders. What's that? You could do anything you want to do, Mr. President. Can't nobody stop you. Ain't nobody bad enough to stop you. Ain't nobody got the heart to stop you. I'll stand up to you. Do you see it happening? I do. That's how we got from the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, which was the crowning achievement of all that blood and sweat and misery. All that, man. They just took that. They ganked that from you. The court did. And now, when they want to do it under the guise of slavery, under a different name, under the 13th Amendment, right? Ain't gonna be nothing to stop them from doing so, man. Where you think you're gonna be, Uncle Clarence, Senator Tim Scott, and all of you other sellout, good buck dancing, bootlicking fucking house niggas? Where you think you gonna be? You know? When we back in the field, you dig? And you in the master's house cleaning his goddamn toilet, where you think you at, nigga? When they throw you, like I said before in the last one, man, if there's a God and there's any justice at all, they will throw your ass in the field when they get tired of you. You know, when your lips ain't as good as they used to be. When they throw your ass back in the field, if there's a God and there's any justice, man, all we want is 5 minutes alone with your punk ass, Uncle Thomas. 5 minutes alone, Uncle Thomas. Clarence. Yeah, I'm talking about you, nigga. 5 minutes alone, boy. You better hope and pray. You better hope and pray, all right? Now, look, this is why it's that important, folks. This is real talk. KRS Chris, kicking real shit, man. I'm talking real talk for you people. Playtime is over, folks. The Democratic Party is not. Each one teach 10. Each one teach 10. If he's not for expanding the Supreme Court to 13, enfranchising Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and Guam, you vote his ass out. You vote him out. Vote him out and get somebody up in there who's with it. You understand me? Because they not for us. And you don't have to be a genius to figure that shit out, man. They don't respect us. And they have no, right now, they don't even try to pretend to hide it. They're disrespecting their contempt. Dig? So, your brother Chris, KRS Chris, kicking real shit. Check me out. Like or dislike. Say something about it. I want to hear about it. We're going to need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Each one teach 10, people. Each one teach 10. Peace out. Bye.